Jay Holmes, repping that Improve. Y'all know what day it is. IMP, Push Wednesday. Hope y'all are out there pushing hard towards improving, whatever it is you're trying to improve at. Today, a quick but very effective progression chest routine where I go up to 300 and then back down to where I started from, 225 for failure sets. When you do this routine, whatever weights you progress up to each set, make sure you document the amount of reps you hit at each weight. And then the next month when you try this routine, try to beat those reps. That's how we improve. That's how we get stronger. This routine is also a great way to make whatever that struggle bench press weight is that you struggle with the most feel much, much, much lighter. All right? 7 days in a week, 7 letters in the word, IMP, Push Wednesdays, y'all. Let's get it. Improve.
Okay guys, how to quickly improve that max bench weight. How to make that struggle weight feel much, much lighter. We do that by forcing ourselves to push heavier weight for lower reps, or push heavier weight to failure. If you work out by yourself and you don't have a spotter, going to complete failure might be a bigger challenge, but just pushing heavier weight to a lower amount of reps. What it will do is you'll notice the heavier you go, naturally, the lower reps you're going to be able to hit, depending on how many sets you're doing. But you'll notice when we circle back around after about 5 sets to the weight that we start at, to the weight that you start at, it's going to feel much, much lighter. All right. So I started out my first set with 225, 10 reps, and I just progressed up 20 pounds each set. So my second set was 245, third set 265, fourth set 285, and fifth set 300. And what I'm doing basically is just documenting how many reps I hit at each weight, like I mentioned. And then we'll try to beat it the next go round, the next time I give this routine a shot. All right. But what you're gonna notice is when we finish the 5 sets and I get back to the 225 for the failure sets, that 225 feels more like 135.
Come here.
Instead of finishing on an odd number, I figured I'd finish on an even number. So I went past that 295 and up to 300 for this final set. And as you can see, I almost got stuck. I'm thinking about it. I really want to go for another rep, but without a spotter. I think I made a smart decision to go ahead and rack it. But again, next time we'll go for 3, maybe 4, Now we're about to get in these failure sets back at 225. On this first failure set right here, I'm telling you, this 225 feels more like 135. It feels even lighter than it felt when I started out with the 225 before I started progressing up in weight. I kid you not. So you're gonna notice whatever weight you start at, when you get back to it on these failure sets, it's gonna feel so much lighter. And I figured I'd go ahead and get a really serious chest pump by supersetting the failure set with some cable flies. Second failure set. Chest is pretty fatigued at this point because again, I'm keeping my rest times pretty low. But this 225 still feels pretty light. Not as light as the first set naturally, but still feels pretty light. Third set, over halfway there. 225, still feeling pretty good. Serious chest pump. Just want to get as many reps as you can. And again, on these cable flies, it's all about that squeeze. Again, at this point, chest should feel really fatigued. But that's what you want. And the same thing with the chest flies. Just want to get as many as you can. Squeeze as hard as you can. Get as many as you can. Fourth set. On this fourth set, you'll notice I almost get stuck again. But that's exactly what you want. If you work out by yourself, trying to go to failure and you almost get stuck, but you're able to push it through, you should be smiling from ear to ear. That one rep is worth like 5 reps in terms of your improvement, in terms of the growth. So getting stuck is not necessarily a bad thing. It can be a great thing. Just push through it. So try this routine out, guys, with whatever that bench press weight you've been struggling with. I guarantee you'll improve your max bench. You work this routine. You'll be shocked at how much lighter that struggle weight feels. But y'all know what it is. 7 days in a week, 7 letters in the word. IMP, Push Wednesdays, y'all. Till next time, improve. I'm out.